Hi everyone, welcome to day 7 of the challenge that we've had this week, our Healing for Empowerment challenge. I hope you have enjoyed it. Congratulations for getting to day 7. I'm really proud of you and excited, and if you've got any questions, please write them in the comments. Really interested to see how you all went with the challenge, and if you took every day as it came, or if you went back and did another day. And oh, welcome. Hi Helen. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, so just let me know how you went. Did you follow every day through? Did you allow yourself to really absorb the messages? Did you experience any energy shifts and mindset changes? Just if you, maybe it was a bit new to you, you couldn't quite open up, you couldn't quite relax, that's so totally normal. But I will be leaving the videos up for you guys to review. I'll give you another, until the end of a couple of weeks or so to really give yourself another chance, go through the videos one by one, and really allow yourself to receive the healing, allow yourself to open up, give yourself permission. And that's a bit of a theme of what we're going to talk about today. But I do encourage you to do it all again and set yourself an intention, how you want to feel, and really just give yourself that time, 30 minutes every day, just to work on yourself and find yourself a quiet space to really give it a chance. Go deep. Give yourself to go deep. Give yourself permission to go deep. So I know it might be I'm rethinking the format of these challenges, and I don't think I will do them live. I think with the internet interruptions and certain time of the day, everyone kind of needs to have their healing in their own time when it's right for them. So I'll do the format in more videos, and then it'll give me time to, record when it is best for me as well, when my energy is at its peak. So that's just some feedback myself, I realised. But it's all been fun. I hope you've enjoyed the ride. So I'll get straight into the content. So we're talking about self-sabotage, and this was a little bit impromptu because of my weekend unfortunate circumstances with losing my phone. So it just came to me. I was like, right, I'm always self-sabotaging. So I wanted to just look into that. And so Psychology Today defines self-sabotage like this. Its behaviour is said to be self-sabotage when it creates a problem in your life and interferes with your long goals. So let's take a look at some behaviours that could be defined as self-sabotage. Could be things like procrastination. It could be things like asking other people about their opinion on your work. It could be perfectionism, which is what I've got as well. Not scheduling time to do the work. You could be putting other people's needs before your own. You could be saying yes when you really want to say no. Creating reasons and endless excuses why you can't. You could be scrolling through social media instead of doing the work. Avoiding it completely. Waiting until the perfect time, or not investing in like membership, mentorship and support, and just trying to do it all on your own, being that martyr and thinking you can do it all by yourself. Or it could be waiting until the perfect time and when you feel like you have the confidence to get started. This is all self-sabotage. This is all us, making excuses. And here's the thing, it only, self-sabotage can take any forms. And at the end of the day, if there's mindset or behaviours that we all have that are getting in the way of you working towards your goals, then you've got some work to do on your getting back into alignment. And what I realised on the weekend, just going through my phone being stolen, was that I was getting into old behaviours and thought patterns. And it was really the universe saying, okay, old you, right? Like, you know, giving you what you want and serving right up. So there you go. So I've been the funny thing is I've been noticing that what I've been thinking lately has actually been manifesting quite quickly, the good and the bad. So we go back to the rules of the mind. What you expect tends to be realized, right? And for some old reason, the one thing that was going through my mind a few days prior to this weekend was how much I loved my phone and I wouldn't want to lose it. Don't know why. Some of the thoughts were, you know, around self-doubt and OMG, WTF, what am I doing with my life? Am I living too close to the edge? Why haven't I made it? Am I good enough? You know, all of these self-sabotaging thoughts, my old self, these old beliefs kind of creeping back in. They weren't overly conscious thoughts, but more of a passing gesture over the last few days. Mind you, while even though I was on like such a big high of life, writing this challenge for you, they weren't massive thoughts. They didn't hold much weight, but they were there, and I was aware of them. And I was kind of like looking into the sky and just brushing them off, telling myself I shouldn't think like that. So even when you think it's small and insignificant, it could actually be a taste of what your subconscious is really thinking deep down. And so for me, it was my old ways of cutting myself down, destroying anything good in my life, which I have had a pattern of doing that. And I don't think there's one big cure for it. I think it's obviously just learning along the way. But, you know, but you get on these massive big highs and you're loving life and totally in flow and aligned, and then something massive drops and it all goes to shit. Has anyone else got that? Has anyone else get that? Yeah, so I had another moment of like that a few weeks ago, but I was actually able to, I actually felt like I alchemized the situation then and there. I really handled it really well, and I was proud of myself for doing that. But what it is, it's your subconscious providing you with these scenarios that it's in control. It's proving that it's in control and justifying it itself. And it comes especially in times where you're making huge progress in yourself and your mind, but your mind likes what's familiar. And these self-sabotaging thoughts are familiar, and then they manifest in reality that justify the familiar old behaviours. And it's like your subconscious is like trying a one last ditch effort to, but improving that it's right. And the one thing, and the thing is how you handle these situations and thoughts, which will make or break the old patterns. And yes, I was in the moment, I was devastated about losing my phone, and hoped and hoped and hoped and wished I'd give it back. But in that moment of hoping and wishing for something that isn't there, you're just confirming the lack of it in that moment. And so that was never going to work. So then my thoughts and feelings went to, okay, well, what's the learning in this? What's this trying to tell me? What's the reflection back at me? Which laws of the universe have I broken? And what I realized was that I'd broken a few of them. And for starters, it was the law of abundance. So denying myself the right to be and feel successful and worthy and abundant, worrying about too much, spending too much. And then in breaking the law of abundance, I in turn break the law of alignment. And the law of alignment was also broken when I started doing my old habits and thinking in my old ways of, that negative, self-belief way of thinking. And then the law of reflection came in and showed me what I had been creating. So my phone being stolen was showing me that with these old thoughts, behaviours and habits, I was robbing myself of my true purpose and calling and reaching my goals, and immediately showing that I'm not in alignment. And the law of co-creation came in, and because my thoughts manifested by source, with source. So a lot of laws broken right there. It started off a good weekend and ended horrible. So what now? What's the learning in this? The learning is to always have undoubtable faith in yourself. The knowing, know that abundant success is available to you. And like seeing the signs of the universe, seeing the signs that it sends you, if you're off track and out of alignment, and like take note of that, actually feel it. I ignored those signs. I got feelings and I was like, oh, should I really be going this weekend? I had this something holding me back. But anyway, I was like, no, I've got to get out of this little town. So recognizing that the universe is sending you signs through emotions and feelings, and it could be through, other kind of little blocks from preventing you making a decision or doing a thing. But also see the signs of the universe when it sends you, when you are in flow. So be grateful for what you do have in your life in the now. And, give yourself, when you are in flow, kind of turn up the volume and give yourself more love and give love to others. That's when when you are in flow and you are aligned, you can give and offer more love to others, which then the universe matches that and just ups the amps and just gives you more, which is kind of what I felt like I was going through all last week. It was just I was feeding off this energy of writing this content. But then I went back to my old ways and completely just self-sabotaged. So I want you to give yourself permission to be abundant. I want you to give yourself permission with focused intention to be empowered in your life choices. I want you to give yourself permission to become the person that you want to become. Give yourself permission to choose what feels right, even if it scares the shit out of you. And give yourself permission to do things that bring you joy, because then that will create momentum. That puts you more in alignment. Give yourself permission to feel empowered to live the life how you want to live it. And I think the key learning in this entire 7-day challenge is absolutely give yourself permission. And on that note, I want to go to our self-sabotage healing, because I think we all need it. And so please find a space where you won't be interrupted, and we'll just quickly go through the daily energy routine, and then we'll connect. So you know what to do. Do the shoulder cross pull, crossing the energies over so you're working together. Okay, then we'll do the 4 bumps. Stomach meridian for grounding. And then we've got the K27s. Breathe. And then thymus. And the spleen points up there. And then we'll do the shortcut version of the Wayne Cook posture, just breathing. And unravel, and then bring your fingertips to your forehead. Breathe into your intuition. Pulling that energy across the forehead. And then the crown pull, just opening up space. And just sit back, close your eyes if you haven't already. Just feel the chair or the bed or the couch underneath you. Just feel your body. Tense your entire body and then just let it go. Just relax. And just repeat these words. Give yourself permission to open up and connect. I call upon the vastness of my being. I invite my non-physical family to join me. And I am open to receive this healing. And breathe. Just feeling the heat and the light in the center of your chest. And just allowing your chest space to expand with the energy. And just keep expanding. And now, as we start the self-sabotage healing, I just want you to think of an age when you first experienced this sabotaging behaviour. You first started to sabotage your own self-belief. And if you can, go younger. See if you can dig deeper and go younger. Just keep that age in mind. And I'd like you to repeat this statement for yourself using your name and your age that you've first experienced this behaviour. I, Amber, you say your name, choose to safely release self-sabotage behaviours relating to my self-worth and my faith in my abilities, originating at age, you say the age. I choose to be free and empowered in my life choices. It is my gift to be and live in my power. You are now free to go forward with strength, happiness, and power to reach your full potential from this point forward. I'll get the shift. Thank you. How did we go? Just coming back. You can keep your eyes closed if you like, but a simple, declaration and choice to be able to heal yourself. And that's where the intention lies. With the words, the focused intention, you choose how you like to live your life. So I want to go into this soul cleanse. Now, we haven't done a healing pathway from the soul module, so it does go a little bit deeper. It goes to the soul level. It's about really for the highest, greatest good of all humanity. It's about getting you and your energy off the matrix of this, all these years of conditioning that we have experienced, and through lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. So your soul is just, we've got all of these kind of conditions, and the soul module is written to really get us off the matrix, get us off that kind of fear-based thinking that we can get stuck into. So some of the words might be new to you, but just be open to receive and allow what comes to you. So I just want you to pick a number between 0 and 20. And we'll use that later in the statement. So the soul cleanse pathway creates a deep spiritual soul facet and DNA cleanse from embedded psychic attacks, negative entities, reversal networks and systems, unseen influences, destructive forces, and harmful energies on all levels, dimensions, and lifetimes. And it rewrites the soul's blueprint by removing any past or past life negative spiritual conditioning and attacks. And we include an aura cleanse to close, which is interesting because we started with an aura cleanse, so that's quite nice, balanced. Accessing all levels of advanced consciousness, advanced dimensions, the guardians and enlightened beings. I, Amber, request the removal and cancellation of the soul-corrupted matrix implants for the release and cleansing of participant listening, your soul and DNA, and reconnection to the organic source matrix. I'm just going to shift. Thank you. Confirm all booby traps, negative alien agenda firewalls, and sabotages are removed for the soul cleanse pathway. Confirm access to the words of power. I am by request the entire cleanse of the listeners, spiritual soul and DNA on all levels in all lifetimes, with the removal, cancellation, and dissolving of attaching spirits and damaged etheric webs. Miasms and soul fragments from living and discarnated forms. Negative thought forms, curses and spells. Thank you. Toxic radiation, negative entities and energies. Thank you. Cabal influence, control, imprints and implants. Thank you. Reversal networks and systems. I confirm you, the client who are listening, spiritual soul and DNA has cancelled and disabled all signals of the demonium energies of the forces of death and destruction accumulated in your soul and DNA. Thank you. Removal of all soul and DNA imprints of pain and suffering, and recoded the soul and DNA imprints to allow blessings, healing, freedom, and abundance. Thank you. Access the actor signals from source. Thank you. Access the words of power. Thank you. Access and cleanse soul facet and spiritual DNA coding. Thank you. Now, we're just going to do an aura cleanse. So we did this from the beginning, so I hope you remember how to do it. We just want to rub our hands together. And just from our head, about 15 centimeters out from our body, going over the crown chakra, the back brow, cleansing the throat. Just imagining your hands are just cleansing your aura, heart, solar plexus, sacral and base. And then down off your toes. And a couple more times, just kind of brushing the energy, cleansing your aura, any old style negative energies that do not serve. Thank you. Intention of cleanse. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now just repeat these statements. I, Amber, your name, confirm all destructive forces, negative karmic seeds, and soul corrupted matrix implants have been removed and cancelled relating to the age, and insert the number that you thought of earlier, between 0 and 20. I confirm my new, cleansed, spiritual soul structure is activated and fully functioning. I choose to be sovereign, free, and live in oneness with humanity from this point forward. Deep breath and blow it out. Okay, so just going to shake that off. Just want to shake your hands and your legs. Just shake the energy. Oh, I really feel it in my solar plexus. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're going to close the case. So this is a nice little blessing for, you know, at the end of the session, when we just like to close off any energies and send blessings. So I'll do a short close and I'll do a full close after the live. I request the purification and cleansing process of white and gold, pure organic light. Dissolve all negative energies and attachments from the viewers, you, myself, in this room, in this building, surrounding area, and anyone affected by this healing. I ask guardians and angels for blessings upon you for all the things that you require to obtain self-freedom and sovereignty. I ask that they guide and protect you and lead you on a path of empowerment to assist with the evolution of your soul and humanity. I ask that healing may continue throughout this time, and that you may know that you are always of divine infinite worth and hold the power of choice of your transformation. I confirm these requests have taken place and this healing is complete. Shift. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That was over the last 7 days, that was a full shortcut protocol to the forensic healing system. We went through 13 pathways, went through an aura cleanse in week 1, letting go inner child, shaping the future healing in week 2. We did a heart chakra activation and environment cleanse in week 3. 0-point healing and awakening healing in week 4. We went through the rules of the mind and went through the negative belief system healing in week 5. Week 6 was changing sacrifice habits. 7 today was self-sabotage healing and a soul cleanse with close. So I hope you enjoyed a little taste of what forensic healing can bring you. Now, if you're, I would highly recommend doing the 7 days again, now that you kind of know the structure and you know what to do, and you can really relax instead of not really knowing, you know, how it's going to go. So do it again. It's 3.5 hours if you watch them all in one go, or I think I went over time a few times, so maybe allow 4 hours. Which is a long time. So maybe do 2 hours one day and 2 hours, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Do it in 7 days. Half an hour each day. And if you know, I'd really appreciate some feedback and anything you experience, any new epiphanies, any, like, if you feel the energy in some way, It'd be really exciting for me to learn this, and this is the first time I've done a challenge, so feedback on the program would be really, really handy and helpful for me to move forward. I did want to go through a little bit of my program that Unearth Your Exponential Power, but I'll leave that for another time because we're already at time. So I just want to thank you for your time, for listening to me, for giving yourself the opportunity to heal, taking action, trying something new. I do, if you're interested in a full protocol session, which is very much, it's reading your energy and instead of the group sense, I'm happy to take a phone call just if you're got any questions, or if you want to find out a little bit more of the full protocol. It is slightly more in depth and makes a little bit more sense as opposed to a half an hour every day, picking out on some points there. So yeah, please get in touch, and I've got a special offer for anyone in this group at the moment. I'll take 50% off my Unearth Your Exponential Power course, which is an 8-week course, and I'll explain a little bit more in another post. I might make another video just for you guys, and message me privately if you'd like to give me private feedback, and we can schedule a call. If you want to know a little bit more about forensic healing or do any of their got amazing free courses on their website as well, I'll post a link that you can use, and that will take you straight to the website. And I during this course actually had an amazing opportunity with forensic healing. I've stepped up leveled, qualified to become a forensic healing essentials instructor, which means that I can teach you how to read your own energy and how to use a mini version of the protocol to heal yourself. So if you're also interested in doing one of those courses, I can refer you onto someone that's the courses that are happening in your country. Again, I'll post all of the links. But yeah, so humble to for you to be listening and being part of my journey. This is such a new platform for me to go live on video, on camera, on stage. Not great at, that's my weakness that I'm working on, and I'm not amazing at it yet, but I'm learning. So thank you for being part of this course. I'm very, very grateful for you. I've had a really lovely response from everyone, and globally, it's a very global group. So it's been really fantastic for me, personal growth as well, like knocking down those barriers. But I will leave it at that. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope that you can give yourself permission to be absolutely amazing and empowered in your life choices. And I recommend doing the course again, just so you can really, really get the benefits. Just a side note, I guess, if you didn't feel anything through the sessions, if you didn't think anything changed for you, that's okay. There's a few things at play. It still holds power and energy. It could mean that you are blocking yourself in a way that you're not open to receive. You've got some reservations. There's something in your mindset that is just not allowing you to be open to receive the healing. It might not be a good time, or you might need to knock off one mindset block to be able to be open to this. So that's why I suggest doing the course again, just to really allow yourself to open up and give yourself permission to relax. You got to really, I've got to emphasize that you've got to be in a really relaxed state, relaxed, you know, point where those delta, theta and delta brain waves are, you're sinking into that level of relaxation so that you're open to receive the healing. That would be my #1 recommendation or advice. And I'm going to sign off now because it's hit 40 minutes and I don't think you're really interested in me rambling on. So good night, and I will see you in the group. I'll chat to you soon. Thank you. Mwah. Grateful for you all.